Grief and widowing can give us superpowers. Of course, this will make more sense to grief survivors than those who are still just surviving, but hopefully it gives all a little bit of hope. Grief has two rough phases: the gut punch shock, the wallowing in the suck, and the pure survival mode of phase one, and slowly rebuilding a new life without the person who mattered most, which is phase two. Phase two can take months or years, but you kind of plant the first seeds in days or weeks, and the lines blur. You kind of have one foot in both worlds for a long time. Slowly, the weight just shifts towards phase two. Here's the brutal truth: it takes about 21 days to form a habit, and grief lasts longer than that. So your brain gets rewired. You've got cortisol overload, dark neural pathways. It's basically free brainwashing. It's easy to stay stuck in this doom loop. Some people climb out on their own. Most need to actively deprogram or reprogram themselves. And the ones that do, they gain a superpower: the ability to rewrite their own programming. That's one of a few that come with surviving loss. Or as a widow friend once told me, widowing will make you a better person, but you won't like it. He's not wrong. So we already mentioned it, but the first superpower you get is self-programming, or the ability to reprogram yourself. Once you learn to jujitsu negative thoughts, turn frustration, anger, and injustice into grace, forgiveness, and gratitude for the time you had, you can kind of literally become anything. Most people never even reach self-awareness, let alone self-actualization, the ability to control who they're going to be. You're already most of the way there. By the time you get out of grief, you've got superpower number two, which is ruthless prioritization. You know what matters, which is time, good people, protecting your peace. You cut out toxicity, and that's not malice. It's just valuing the time you have left. Those that think about death can value life more. Which brings us to superpower number three. You had to learn forgiveness and grace. You move forward. You have to forgive yourself, the flaws, the regrets, what you wish you had done. That's all part of survivor's guilt. And you have to forgive others, like your spouse's imperfections, the well-meaning but clueless muggles that want to give you advice on grieving and how you're doing it wrong. Once you can forgive yourself and others, you are further into a state of Zen peace that most will never achieve. You don't sweat the small stuff. And on our deathbed, it's all the small stuff. Superpower number four is understanding love. We're different from the muggles now. We know the full price tag of love. Heck, we're still paying the mortgage on our last love with a broken heart. Every relationship ends in tragedy. We just paid early. But that knowledge, the cost, the impermanence of love, it lets us cherish the now with brutal clarity. Impermanence makes the present priceless. We love deeper and harder because we know it can go away. Superpower number five is fearlessness, or something close to it. When you think I already lost the most important person in my life, what the hell are you going to do to me that's worse? Make me see them again? So public humiliation, rejection, embarrassment, please. I'd cry openly in public. All the little fears and anxieties that used to paralyze people, they're kind of background noise now. Bucket lists, start checking them off. What do you have to lose that you haven't already lost? You understand more about life by knowing about death and loss. The last superpower is truth-telling. Life's too short for polite lies. Tell people you love how you feel now. Hug them deeper than ever before. Politely opt out of toxic dynamics or time wasters. You're not being rude. It's just honest. It's the same clarity that a cancer patient gets on their deathbeds, except you're still here. You just don't have time for bullshit. Growth is painful, but we were forced to outgrow our contemporaries. Those muggles who don't know what we know. 90% of the crap we used to worry about is laughably small compared to what we've already survived. If that's not empowering, I don't know what is. Now get out there and use your superpowers for good and make your life and the lives around you a little less broken. You've earned it the hard way. Might as well wield them.